Alright, so I wanted to make a video about a dude on YouTube called Sumtruth. Oh! I found him like a year or two ago. I'm not really sure. But I've had a problem with him since I first saw him due to like, he is one creepy dude and like it's not the problem, the creepiness. It's like, but I guess it does really come into it as a factor. But what bothers me is some of the content in his videos. Like, this dude's obviously really smart, and he is he's really smart, and he's got good technique with capturing his audience and like getting his point across and all that. And everyone is, allowed their opinion, especially like on the internet where it's pretty much a free for all. Like, but he just really frustrates me and confuses me because he's very contradictory. Like, maybe not so contradictory in all of them, but like in a couple of them, he is. And he's like, some of the things he says is really confusing and ridiculous. Like, some of the connections he makes. Like, he's got some very old-fashioned ideals. If I went through each one of his videos, I'm sure I could find a shitload of content to complain about. I thought I would just stick to this one video. This one video on Fred was just absolutely ridiculous. And he's talking about how he thinks Fred should think about the message he is sending across, that it's okay to be effeminate. And look, why isn't it? P.S. This Fred kid is a character that this kid has thought up a few years ago. Like, I had watched this Fred kid a few years ago. And it's a cute character. It's kind of funny, whilst being extremely annoying, whilst you can't really stop watching it all at this one time. I guess I really shouldn't be getting this worked up by this person. And I'm sure that's his deal. Like, that's kind of what he wants. Because he's very controversial, and his character is that of someone who passes judgment on anything and everyone who can get his hands on. Arr. He's a man of faith, right? I.e. a man of tolerance, so you would think. But there is no tolerance in this man. He's just a hate mongerer. And whilst this guy is really intelligent, he's also very ignorant, and in that fact, really stupid. Mate. I think that you need to think about the content, the message you're getting across, which is not only to impressionable youth who perhaps are watching your video that it's not okay to be effeminate or it's not okay to be gay, but also the people who are for your point. I understand where he's coming from, but he's lacking. Like, I have friends who are like, girls should be girls, boys should be boys, boys have short hair and play sports, or and girls have long hair and wear dresses, and like, it may not be like that, but that's just a very generalized kind of idea of the whole topic. But yeah, no, like, what if you're so concerned about what this kid is getting across, what message he is conveying in his videos, why don't you think about the content and messages that you are sending, that it's not okay to be this or it's not okay to be that. And then the question I have for you is, if you are a man of faith, which is cool if you want to be, or whatever, shouldn't you also not only be passing judgment on those you think aren't satisfactory to, say, your beliefs or ideals, but also think about tolerance? Yeah, why don't you do something that'll actually help people instead of condemning people? Why don't you do a video on something that'll actually help people instead of just stupid shit that you're commenting on in popular culture now, seeing as obviously your ideals and stuff are very old-fashioned. But why don't you do something that'll actually help people? Like, I didn't watch it, but I saw one of his videos is like missing children, and I'm sure that's helpful in some way. Didn't watch it. I got sick of listening to his verbal vomit, his audio vomit, if you will. I just don't understand the hate mongering. I'm sure if he had the chance, he would have a few things to say about me. I don't know. I would be kind of interested to hear them though. Like, he did once tell me to shut up. We'll do what your name implies. Shut up, Peppy thing. But because I commented on my dissatisfaction whenever I last watched his video about how just ridiculous the points he was trying to get across were. He just seems narcissistic and a bit crazy to me, whilst being extremely intelligent. Now that I'm done splurging on my idea of, well, my thoughts of Sumtruth, I'll say bye. Please subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed it. And so, yeah. Peace out, YouTube. I'm loving you. And I hope that you are loving me too.
Wah ha ha ha! You didn't subscribe to Shut Up Peppy. Now you will be devoured. Nom nom nom. Ooh, retribution!